never seen black officers go in a white community unloading 30 bullets at a white kid. But it's accepted in our, it's accepted in our community. It's not accepted. So why don't the chief of police go after the folk who's making these reputable guns that they train with every week in the police department? See, no one is raising that question up. Because we know they train with these guns. And they're being planted on people in Vallejo. So you can hide all you want, but the truth will come out about what's happening in this city. Don't think because you see a few people here that ain't no power here. Don't twist yourself like that. Because what you see here is compassion. What you see here is truth. And what you don't see is what you need to worry about. Absolutely. Because New Orleans, trust me, just might show up here one day.
New Orleans is coming.
And I'm talking about the entire state.
New Orleans.
As well as Chicago, as well as New York. And I tell the people here that if you have phony leadership that cannot speak for you, for the quality of your life, then they don't represent you. No. They don't represent you. Because our community right now will understand politics. I can't talk about what happened in the past, but I'll talk about what's going to happen now. And that the political monster that's in this city will be exposed. Not just in Vallejo, but on a national level. Because you're not burying white kids like you burying the amount of black kids in this city. And we're not going to put up with it no more. So yes, brother, it's orchestrated to genocide our community by our government that's placed these guns in our community.
You know, Reverend Floyd, I've heard that, and I was telling you about that film I did out of, if I may, out of Philadelphia, and he told me the same thing, and we were talking about it back and forth about the warehouses and the movement of weapons and stuff. You know, the United States Constitution, they always say right to bear arms. As an educated person, is that ever going to change in American communities, black and white? I've been for gun control.
Well, it's not going to change because it's big business. The government, the police department has to create chaos in our community to keep job security for them. They have to place these guns in our community. And then once they place the gun, then they want to put every label on us. We're thugs, we're gangsters. An area that has multiple shootings. All these labels that they put on us to justify the wrongdoing that they have done. And so the amount of inner city black and brown kids is being murdered. Oakland, 7 murders in 24 hours. Whoever thought of something like that? Compton, California. All in the inner city areas where it's people of color, orchestrated by a government to keep them a job, keep the probation officer a job, keep the chief of police a job, keep road cops a job, keep the correctional officers with jobs in the prison industry. Look at California. We spend more money in a prison industry than the biggest employer plantation in the whole world. But yet we cannot, we'll cut education, close schools, right?
I've seen it too. I've looked at those.
Big industry.
Overtime with correction officers in the prison industry. Just ridiculous the amount of money they make. But yet we got children can't even go to a junior college to afford